What's going on, y'all? We back with another video, man. Today I want to be going over 5 ways to bring your hi-hats to life. 5 ways just to do something different to make your hi-hat stand out, So we're going to get straight into it. Got this beat that I made real quick. Go ahead and play it. Then I'm going to pull the hi-hat up. So yeah, quick little loop, right? Quick loop. We're gonna go ahead. I was looking at this hi-hat. Want to pull this one up. Think it'll probably fit this beat good. Let's go ahead and we're gonna fill in 2 steps, right? So it'll sound like this. Cool. So I want to show y'all the first tip I have that you guys can do to your hi-hats is, I know like the standard thing is to do every 2 steps, but you can get creative. Like a lot of people also will do I guess you call them double hi-hats, or instead of 2-step, you'll fill it in on each step, on every step. So just highlight it, copy, use the shift tab, drag them over, and now you have like double time hi-hats, right? So it'll give your beat a different sound instead of using the same 2-step that people use every beat. So you can do it like this. Maybe turn it down a little more when you do it like that, just because there's more hi-hats hitting. It kind of makes it louder, stand out more. So you see how that makes your beat sound unique already right there. It don't sound just like the regular hi-hats that everybody uses, regular generic beat, right? It sounds more like a custom, more professional type beat just because it has something that's different. And that's the thing with a lot of these beats. A lot of times you have to have something that makes it stand out, that makes it sound like somebody didn't just think of this in 2 seconds, right? Just a generic layout, cookie cutter beat that everybody makes. All right, cool. Next thing got for you guys, you doing hats, go ahead, fill in each 2 steps. This is a simple tip right here, number 2. Add reverb. Reverb could make your hat stand out a lot, so let's just put fruity reverb. You don't even have to have fancy reverb, just put fruity reverb. I like to turn the high cut down. I think it takes away a little bit of that sound in it, like in the high end. Yeah, let's go ahead and play it with the hi-hat. I mean with the reverb. Take the size of the room up. You could mess with the delay right here a little bit. Play it without it. So that's without it. This is with it. So it just gives it a little bit of that feel. Let's go ahead and try Valhalla vintage verb on here. We go to the 80s, turn it down a little bit. So it just kind of gives your hi-hats like a bigger feel. It's kind of hard to explain kind of how reverb works, but it gives it a different sound, just like a darker feel to me at times and like a bigger feel. So I definitely like throwing it on my hi-hats in most of my beats. Not every beat, but in most of my beats. I like throwing reverb on the hi-hat. So that's the second tip I got for y'all to make your hi-hat stand out and make them sound good, right? So boom, we do the next one, number 3. You want to shift the sound, so alternate the sound. So I'll show you what I mean. Go to piano roll on your hi-hat, and then right here the velocity. So maybe take the velocity down on every other one, just a little bit. Take the velocity down. And then once you did, half of it, can you erase this? Erase this, just drag it over. And now it goes like, different volume. So I'll play that and let you see what it sounds like. Of course, you could obviously adjust the volume to whatever you want. If you want to bring these down lower, that's something you can do. But it's all up to you. Cool, so now we got that. Let's go ahead and cut that. Just fill in the 2 steps again. The next thing I got, add rolls, which is probably self-explanatory, probably something you already do. But add rolls to your beat. So come right here, paint in drum sequencer mode. And then I'll right click right here on this little horseshoe. Let's just say we go to let's say 1/3 beat. Now we fill in these rolls. You come to a lower octave. Then you can change it, right click, 1/3 step. See what that sounds like. Let's go 1/3 step. Still not changing for me. Let's see. Here we go. Okay, so don't right click, just left click on this. There we go. Throw rolls in there, hi-hat, different hi-hat rolls. You could come up here and experiment. 1/3 step, 1/3 beat, whatever you want to use. Test it out, just experiment, see what sounds good. And utilize the lower octave. Everything doesn't have to be done right here, on the same line. You can use the lower octaves to give it a different sound. Cool. And the 5th thing I got for you guys, I don't know if I'm on the 4th or 5th. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm giving extra. I'm gonna just give extra. But the next thing I got for you guys, right? The volume right here. So it's the same thing how we did the last one where we alternated the velocity. Come down here and change the velocity on the roll. So like this one, for example, highlight the hi-hats. Come down here and take it at an angle, right? So start from the bottom like Drake, right? You can bring it up to the top like that. See how that gives it a different sound. So that's one cool way you could do that effect, right? And then let's just say We drag it, let's go back to the pencil. Let's just say we drag it over here, right? Somewhere. And we do the opposite. So bring these back up. And go from the other way, right? So start from the top and go to the bottom. So that's how you do that effect. Mess with the velocity on your rolls, and it'll give it that effect, and it sounds really cool. So y'all definitely do that if y'all don't already do it. Then the next tip I got for you guys, let's go piano roll. We'll come right here, paint in drum sequencer mode. Let's do 1/3 beat. We'll draw it right here on, draw it on F sharp. There we go, let's go up an octave. So yeah, we'll pick 1/3 beat right here. And this will give us triplet hi-hat. So instead of using like the regular, this is like a different time sequences. It'll be triplet hi-hats. You hear it a lot like in Lil Baby beats, Lil Baby, Lil Durk beats. Let's go ahead and copy this over. And you'll see what I mean when I play it. So let's take the velocity up. And a lot of his beats are sped up way faster, so it would probably be somewhere around here, and then you would hear the triplet hi-hats. So that's kind of another way you could spice up your hi-hats, man. Make them different, make it to where you're just not using the same regular hi-hats all the time. So those are 5 tips that I wanted to give to you guys about spicing your hi-hats up, making them better, bringing them to life, doing different things to make them sound unique and stand out, right? So instead of just being the regular basic 2-step hi-hats. Hope you liked this video, man. Hit that like button for me, hit that subscribe button for me. New content dropping every day, man. I will see y'all in the next video. Signing out.